Hi. Give me a second to find the feed. So, I don't know about you guys, I'm feeling this retrograde. I'm gonna do a really good feed on manifesting today. So, it's really windy on this island, I've heard. Things I've noticed too. I guess it's extra windy on the islands. I want to talk, I have a real good topic today. I want to talk about manifesting and how I got a real good gauge to see if money is blocking you or limiting you around here. So I have a pretty good topic. I put up that post this morning in the We group and it was like, let's play a friend game. What would I be doing if I won the lotto? And like, so I see this meme on Mike's feed and I'm thinking about it, right? And I'm like, you know what's fucking pathetic? My mission, objectives, and everything would look exactly the same. So, I had my husband say about one of his family members that this person wouldn't be happy even if they won the lottery. A lot of people think that if they get the things that they want materially or money-wise, they'll be happy. That's what is missing. That's what they're lacking, these material things, right? They've sold you on that. I grew up in a family where I got to watch my older sister, and I watched her pretty much buy like everything she ever wanted materially, and I think that she became very disillusioned through the process, like that she suddenly realized she pretty much had anything she could think of buying, and she's pretty miserable. So as a young kid, I grew up around that, watching. I was always the opposite. I always saw a lot of people around me as very materialistic that I was growing up with. So, the gauge is, if you have £1 million in your bank account, is your manifesting gonna look different than what you're trying to create now? That's the difference. Is there a disparity between that? If you had infinite money and what you're trying to create now, usually the average person would say yes. And we limit ourselves. We look at our bank account and think about the things that we can afford and that we think we can manifest with the money we have. And it's what limits us. It's what keeps people enslaved, because this is always going to be prison planet. And, you know, the way the world works now, you need money to buy anything. Like the way the world works now. So a lot of ways that enslaves people, I say. Because if you can keep people in lack or limit of money, then you can keep people enslaved. They'll just, you know, accept that reality and learn, just basically stop creating. Keep everyone broke, people will stop being creative. So my manifesting right now, I'm on this UK website, and as they say in the UK, it does your head in. Well, it was definitely doing my head in. And I'm filling out a lot of forms, and I'm doing my usual manifesting, my new passport, and I have travel plans. And, you know, the universe is really motivating me because I have people coming to me and being like, hey, you want to come voyage here and go here, or check this place out? And so I'm feeling very limited. But, you know, my list would pretty much look the same. If I won the lotto or not, it's what I'm going to be doing. So a lot of people are not living their dream lives because they simply think they can't afford to do the things that they want to do, their dreams, whatever it is. You might think things are unrealistic, but you got to understand that you're the center of your own universe, and the universe is going to align to do anything you want to do around here. So we need to get more creative with the things that we're trying to manifest. We need to stop letting money limit our manifestations and what we're thinking we want to do with our life too. Because I always say you have to like put out the vibe for something, it will happen, and then that will all work out. We don't realize that we could do these, you know, the same life that you think you need that £1 million to do and not win the lotto. Dumb. But you know what the thing is that we already did win the lotto. We're awake. People think it's like impossible to win the lotto. Look at the statistics. Well, look at the statistics of the people that are awake and are not awake around here. We already won the lotto. We're consciously creating. When you're consciously creating, it's much different than when you're trying to unconsciously asleep create. I assure you, you're capable of so much more energetically So money is an energy. Time to heal the way we're letting it block us in a lot of regards. A lot of people will look at that like, will look at those kind of things about other people. They're trying to date too. Money will not make you happy. I see a lot of people that have a lot of money and they're miserable people. So, a lot of people like, okay, I had to say it, Ellie. I hope my husband's not watching. Okay, listen. His mom wants to get new furniture, okay? In her house. Just hear me out. She wants to get all new furniture. Her furniture looks fine to me. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It looks pretty new to me anyway. But I guess some people like to, you know, keep redoing their houses, whatever. But she thinks that if she gets new furniture, she'll be happy. The way I see it, she should be making other changes in her life, and she's going to get the new furniture, and she's still going to have the same problems going on. So they've sold you on this dream that if you get the car you want, you get the house you want, you get the material things that you want, that it will fulfill you, that you'll be happy. I see a lot of people coming out more empty after going through that voyage and getting the things that they want. So, instead of working on the material around you, like I could care less what this house looks like, thankfully, right? Then instead of working so much and so hard on the physical and the material around you, we need to be working on ourselves and changing our energy and detoxing and, you know, making positive changes for ourselves. The furniture's the least of our problems, the way I see it. She needs to get the old out, but it's not the furniture. We'll see. I hope my husband's not watching, yeah. I like to share my experiences though, because that's how I learn, right? Going through my lessons, I learned like crazy lessons that way. I had to bring it up, Allie, that post I think we were commenting on too. I was watching this video yesterday. It made me feel real sick. I'm feeling extra sensitive to negative vibrations around me too, and energy with this retrograde. Like I'm being able to feel if I shouldn't be around certain people more with their energy. So this is really bringing us to clarity on energetic levels too. Pay attention to how people are making you feel. Not their words. How they're making you feel being around them. Are they energizing you? I just need another person. I'm a little energy generator. All I need is one other person ever to come vibe with me. And I'll generate crazy over the top energy. My husband doesn't get that about me yet. That's how I generate energy. I guess he'll catch on later, right? So, we can generate infinite energy. A lot of people are tuning into others as a light source. Maybe going and watching videos instead of doing their own connecting, and tuning into people for a light source. We see that a lot with the narcissist situation. Instead of doing the inner work, they're going to latch onto another that is doing the work. Make sure you are not a light source anymore, a food source in any of your relationships. It doesn't have to be love. It could be family members that are coming to you for a snack, you know, irritating you, pushing your buttons, triggering you, you know, an energy fix. Whatever it is, look at the relationships around you deeper. Like during this time, people need to do more shedding of the things not serving them. A lot of relationships are coming to closure, thankfully. We need to resolve these karmic situations. You know that I love watching those psycho killer shows? And every time they're like, it was so magnetic. It was so magnetic. One person always ends up dead, right? Serious karmic situations. So they say it's real magnetic. They have like the most amazing sex. It's real magnetic. And then things get bad. And so we need to really read those red flags, those signs. I know a lot of people are trying to use Band-Aids and glue to hold their relationships together, but things are coming to clarity around you. You should be able to see your relationships more clear and whether or not they're good for your energy. We need love to uplift us, not to be weighing us down. Good. Let's vibe high today. We're vibing high. We have an emphasis on manifesting. We have a full moon on Friday. We have perfect energy. November's already a heightened month of manifestations. It's like instant, rapid manifestations. I have a lot of healing work I'm going to do today. So I'm just getting up. I'm having a cappuccino. Getting ready for my day. Avoid toxic people. Someone put a post on the wall, and I don't know, I had a lot of confusion about it. They were saying that some kind of healer attacked them. And I didn't know if it was in our group, so because I'm banned, so I was like, you guys know that if you have group problems, that we just have we're fast to block around here. And that's why I was advised that we would need our own spaces to vibe in, because I can see a little too good sometimes around me, the things happening around me. I'm just a little observer. And I could see a lot of problems with a lot of the light worker groups and how they're run and regulated, and the people in there, entity issues, all sorts of stuff like that, fake healers. So I was advised to create our own space so that we could vibe in, and that's why I started these groups in the first place. If I'm going to magnetize my soulmates back to me, I probably need a space to do it in. So that's why I make these spaces. I keep saying use your discernment with people around you. I see a lot of people that are healing. I don't like to talk about other people, but I see people that are healing and they're not at a good place with their own healing. So use discernment when you're seeking out people to teach you and to lead you and things like that. Use discernment with anyone. See how they make you feel. I have my own issues with a lot of healers on my path, and it taught me fast though. So this is how we learn. I see why the universe has everything set up like that around us in the spiritual communities, because these are learning places. So these are places where you can go on Facebook, connect with the spiritual, and you're going to learn fast from being around the other spiritual around you. So it has its own set of lessons that comes with it. That's how we level up really fast. I went through crazy experiences doing these groups, and it just taught me so fast though. So trust your lessons. Oh yeah, and then I see a lot of judgments getting thrown around. Listen, I told someone this morning that hopefully our groups are a judgment-free zone. Yeah, I don't care if you relapsed on crack last night and come back to me for help. I don't judge the people I heal. I'm not like the people that when I put the Heal Tommy Robinson post up, everyone was like, fuck that guy. I'm not healing him. Leave him in prison. I'm not here to judge people. I'm here to heal people and help people. So hopefully our groups are like judgment-free zone. I know some of the light workers are still on drugs, pharmaceuticals. I've found that a lot of people that are throwing around the judgments are real fast to be vaccinating their kids and giving them like GMO food and stuff like that while they're like criticizing other people's choices and lessons and experiences. And I have to say, the universe doesn't fuck up. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a kind of like the synchronicity going on with all of our lessons, and they're very carefully orchestrated, planned out. It doesn't matter what we do with our free will. We're going to always be on course with our experiences. So the universe does not make mistakes. Don't judge the people around you. We have way different experiences, but you know, me and Maya Mins were talking this morning. There's a synchronicity between each and every lesson going on here, like beyond belief. If you were to look at like my entire life experience, hold it up to anyone's on this planet, you would see the most crazy synchronicities, the interconnectedness of us all, how we've all had such similar lessons and experiences. Zero judgments. I know a lot of people that were on drugs and conquered it and leveled up a lot higher around here. Mike, my favorite channel, he's on synthetic government drugs. He's on pharmaceuticals still. But what's the difference? Because a lot of those people that are really judgmental about this stuff, they're giving their kids Adderall and Ritalin, and they're okay with the synthetic pharmaceutical drugs and taking their kid to the doctor for unnecessary medical care. I could go on and on and on. So I think that the most amazing thing I could do on my journey was get to a place where I didn't care what people think about me. I used to get really upset when I would get like attacked and they would put the posts up about me like they're doing with Francisco right now, right? I have people taking my name and making up crazy stories and writing up posts and trying to destroy my work and my feed and my life. You get the idea. And so I used to be really upset. Like if my friends would like believe the person, I would get really upset over it. Now I just don't care. I've learned how to let people come and go and flow around me. And that's an amazing place to be at. We have to not care what anyone thinks about us. Trust me, doing this journey, we're not going to fit in. We're starseeds. Like, as much as we try, we're on different frequencies. We vibrate much different. So, less trying to fit into this world, more thinking about creating a better reality. It's hard to bring everyone awake together, too. We have people going through Ascension and retrogrades and getting triggered, going level 500, purging out all their darkness and demons around us. You know, whatever it is, energetic imbalances. We got all this going on in these small spaces. It is very hard to bring the light workers together to unity. That's where we're at. We're trying to go back to unity, to oneness, to all realizing we're one aspect, and whatever it is, it's very hard to do. I'm telling you, it's like kindergarten a lot of the time. It really is. Like kindergarten. So we have admins though that you guys don't see this. I do in these admin chats where I'm not just in my admin chat, I'm in admin chats of other groups, and you won't believe the people that come together, work together every single day, pretty much on shifts to run these groups. It's amazing to me. And I'm seeing a lot of those people level up so fast because that's a way of being of service that I used working on these groups and spaces so that I could level up. It's a way to serve others. So it's pretty amazing though. I see a lot of people put in a lot of work to keep our spaces real high vibe, unlike a lot of the other ones. While a lot of the spiritual groups have way higher numbers than me, on our galactic empath group, I always think the energy is way better, that we have better posts, better memes, better energy. So it might be less people, but it's very powerful. I had a profound moment in my lessons where I was brought to a sports arena with probably over 30,000 people. And I'm looking at everyone, and when they start the game before, it's like a soul trap and they all get drained and depleted. Everyone comes, they're all excited, right? And they're all cheering and they're ready for the game to start, and the whole stadium is lit up beyond belief before, the soul trap draining happens. But everyone is there with so much energy, and they all are aligned with one thing. Maybe it's a football game, and it's amazing to me that we can get so many people to go watch a fucking football game or a concert, but we can't assemble unity around here on anything that's important, right? So I'm looking around, and the universe is making me aware that I have more people than that in my one group. And if you add up our group numbers all together, we have real high numbers in my movements and networks. So it's pretty crazy to me. And I'm thinking, we need to align. We need to align. When you have that many people aligned with one purpose, one thing, it's very, very powerful. That energy it creates, it's insane. So I'm trying to bring people to unity. You guys can watch my crazy experiences and story, and it kind of brings people to unity, kind of watching what I'm doing. I'm on a light worker mission, right? I'll tell you what I told the law one kid when he was asking about my living situation. I am on a mission for humanity, and it is for sure going to require me to be able to travel. I was trying to tell my husband that last night. That, sorry, a lot of you guys might want to get passports and open up your realities to the other light workers too, because it will open a lot of opportunities in us coming together and vibing. Now I can go visit people and go play Explorer. We're talking about Amsterdam this morning with someone who wants to come visit Europe. So it will open up more opportunities when you're vibing with awake people too. Low vibe people are never doing anything fun or exciting with their lives. They're usually complaining and complaining and getting nailed with karma. So you'll find that if you are around more high vibe people, it will bring up your frequency, open up new opportunities and things like that. We're finding our soul group. I look at the awake people as one consciousness group that came here to assist. Like I know we're from all different backgrounds and places and experiences, and it's just so vast, but we have one thing in common: service and coming to make this a better world. We thought we could bring our energy here and it would help heal people on some level. Time to let go of the past too. We need to do more letting go, not revisiting it, trying to logically heal it with logic. It doesn't work. These are energetic imprints. We need to do this on energetic levels. So try to let go of our past more. Every day you get a new day, okay? Like I didn't have the best day yesterday. I was playing Hero Lightworker again and doing a lot of office work, like my face Alice. I'm doing a lot of office work, reporting profiles, anon duties and things like that. So it wasn't a real high vibe for me. Yeah, I'd rather just be doing love and light and videos and healing all day. So it wasn't too high vibe, but guess what? Today's a new day. I wake up, my energy's reset. We get an energetic reset every single day. So many people are hung up on shitty experiences like so long ago. We need to stop seeing that victim-perpetrator role in whatever experience we're doing, because the universe sees it one and the same. If you were the victim, we were the perpetrator too. We need to get past that whole complex. That poor me, the universe is torturing me, it must be God, or whatever kind of complexes that we were holding on to. The universe sees us all as divine, all of our fuck-ups included. All the time. That's how I'm starting to be able to see people around me too, and it's really beautiful and amazing because I can see everyone like on a deeper soul level. And I'm not getting hung up on whatever stupid choices or lessons they have. I'm kind of seeing their soul level, and that's how the universe sees us too. So if you're still seeing flaws about yourself or anything not perfect, then you need to check your glasses. It's time to reprogram. A lot of times we're too critical of ourselves. The universe sees us nothing like that. We're seen as pure love. Pure vibrating love. We're exciting. we're supposed to be voyaging, creating, manifesting, having fun here. So a lot of people have negative self-perceptions going on. A lot of that's going to be coming out with this full moon, because any type of ego distortions are coming to the surface. If you want to know what an ego distortion is, look at the politics. Look at the elite. Distortions of ego. Anything not of oneness, of pure source love, is a distortion. You need to understand that. Like anger, hate, jealousy, right? Those are energetic distortions that we could pick up. So we see a lot of people are living in these false ego reality, distorted sense of reality, right? With a sense of entitlement, no compassion, no empathy, no understanding of how interconnected we are. If I harm someone, how about I go ahead, and you can do it with your words too. I'm going to push Tony down. We're at my house and we get in an argument. I'm going to push her. All I got to do is give her a little push. Guess what? That's going to ripple effect across the entire matrix, and every person on the planet will feel it. Not just her. It will set up a ripple effect, an energetic ripple effect. We can do that with our words too. If we're harming another with our words, it can just set off ripple effects. We need to be making sure that we're putting out positive ripple effects in this place, that every action, choice, word we're speaking, it's affecting every single person here. So, we could have Monsanto poisoning the country. They're not just affecting their people that they're poisoning, they're affecting the entire planet. We're all feeling it. So, if you have negative people around you, we just suggest saying not today, Satan, and blocking, getting rid of them. If they're on your phone, change your phone number. Change your phone number. Get time to get a new phone number. Why don't you just get a new Facebook? Fresh starts coming up around us. These are karmic situations that we need to clear around us. It could be your friends, your family, your old lovers. How about every person you ever met in this matrix prior to your awakening would have been a karmic experience on some level? Yeah, those are the people you need to clear. You can look at every person as an aspect of yourself, whether you liked it and wanted it healed or loved it and wanted it the same. It's all an aspect that we have to heal. It's all a mirror. It's always changing. You're a much different person than you were yesterday, let alone 5 years ago. So, I'm seeing people come back. People from the past. We're seeing it around our groups, too. People are coming back, I suppose. They're always coming back. They can't just leave. So, you ever notice, we'll talk about the empath and the narcissist. The problem the empath has getting stuck is the narcissist never will usually leave the empath. Doesn't matter how bad it gets. They're never going to leave them, right? They're always going to stay there. That's the problem. They can never get rid of them. That's how all toxic people are. They're very hard to get rid of a lot of the time. Sometimes they'll create drama. I've found a lot of them that when I got rid of people on my path that were no longer in alignment with me, some of them even created drama, tried to make posts about me, control how people would see me, things like that. It can be hard to get rid of toxic people, especially family members. They don't ever want to go. This is about taking back our power. You're going to take back your power by doing that, because those are the people that are taking your power and have been this whole cycle. We just don't notice that we're always supporting this whole place with our energy. It feels really good when you can do that, though. It feels really good. It really just feels good to just be able to tell people to F off and not care. And it's not going to ruin what I'm doing over here and have no impact on me. That's the place we need to get at, where other people are not ever affecting or infecting our reality ever, no matter what. That people can't change your frequency. You're just going to vibe where you're at, and other people's baggage and drama is not your concern. We always feel like we have to heal everyone. Well, you can't heal your family members. You can't heal your lovers. You can't heal your friends. When you're too close to a situation, you're not going to be able to heal these people. For me, I have to use discernment with my healing. I would never try to heal my husband pretty much ever again, other than cutting his cords or real minimal basic things. That I'm much too intertwined in the situation. So a lot of people are hanging on to the toxic people like I'm a healer, right? I'm a healer. I can fix the narcissist. I have people at that level that I'm pretty sure are turning off my feeds and not liking to listen to me anymore because they're not ready to hear this yet. They don't have that strength in them to leave this person that's torturing them, ruining their lives, making them miserable, that they've probably been married to in this dead marriage for so long, and they know it on every level. But you must have a fear to be alone if you're at that place, that you're afraid that it will be worse alone. Oh my God, it'll be a million times better the second you do it. So I have people that are not ready to hear this stuff. They're not, but I'm concerned that most of the healers are in bad relationships or hooked on drugs, the legal kind, the being prescribed kind. It's really concerning to me. So a lot of people need to make some serious changes around here. Mercury retrograde is going to bring it out. It's going to push you. And they always say you make it a lot harder on yourselves if you're not reading the signs. So toxic family members, you cannot heal them. You're much too close to the situation. You can give these people detox things. Like I always say, if you can't get rid of anyone toxic, a lot of people, my next topic, have kids with love bites even. They have kids with these negative karmic ties, right? Things like that. I always say if someone is going to be around you and they're toxic, make sure they're taking the chlorella and the turmeric, because you're not going to be able to heal them in any other regard, probably other than helping detox them. We get much too close to people. So, don't think that you can heal the narcissist. They'll just keep taking your energy, taking it. Ultimately try to destroy you when they perceive you at your weakest. They will wait till you're at your weakest. Like, that reminds me of the people getting attacked around our movements. I see, you know, the people that pretend to be their friends, and then they perceive them to be weak, and they come out, like, with the latest drama and make posts about them and try to attack them and things like that. Entity tactics. Yep, Kat, I got my drink, my water with zinc and vitamin C. I got my coffee. I'm going to smoke one more. I'm going to kick ass in my mission today. I got this. I'm on a, tell Brittany, I'm on a motherfucking mission, and I'm ready to do it. Like, kind of vibe going on. Like, I'm ready to just kill this day. I'm ready to light Facebook on fire for real, too. I always say that I hate getting quarantined because I feel like I'm in a cage. And it's never a good idea to put a lion in a cage. So I'm ready to get out of the cage. I'm ready, like I'm kind of like pacing my cage, just kind of waiting. I counted down the days till I get unbanned. I think it's like 22 days or something pathetic. I can't even say I'm like halfway over. A month's a long time in my reality. It really is. I get a lot done in a day. So a month is a long time for me. It really is. Like, a lot will have changed by that month. So, what else do we manifest around here? For me, I'm going to manifest some vacations, go play with the light workers. I've been having fun meeting people off of Facebook. I'm going to continue to do it. Check out our grid, strengthen it out. I'm going to keep playing my light worker mission. What else? I manifested love recently. People act like they think that they have to wait for divine timing and the universe will send them what they want, right? But we have to put some work into what we're manifesting, even if it's love. People don't realize that. The New Age teachings will have you sitting there waiting for your twin flame for an eternity. And then you'll get a karmic person and think it's your twin flame. So, we need to manifest anything. A lot of people want to manifest love, right? Why wouldn't you? What else are we here for? It's the same with manifesting a car or a house. You got to put out vibrations for it. You got to put out vibes for the things that you want. I think that we didn't know what we wanted in a partner for a long time, right? We were probably putting out vibes for the wrong things when we were trying to attract love in the past. For me, this time around, and me and Desiree were putting out vibes together in California, and she got love too. And I just did this love activation on someone not too long ago, and then I see them put up this awesome, like, twin flame kind of story in our group. With like perfect astrology, manifested love. This was someone that was having a lot of relationship problems, love issues, guess what? And so that makes me real happy. So I've always been best at manifesting love, believe it or not. Even in sleep, I was always fairly good at it. So it's something that you create. It's something that you manifest. A lot of people are putting out the vibes for the things they don't want. Like, oh my God, I don't want to get a guy that's going to cheat on me. Oh my God, I hope I don't get the narcissist again. That's my favorite, right? And then people tend to be drawing the same type of things. We inherited a lot of relationship problems from our parents too. Let's take a look at our parents' relationship. Just get a nice snapshot visual. Let's take a look at our parents' relationship. They sucked at love. This planet is bad at love, as we say, right? Like, you know, like look around, 3D love. Yeah, not for me. So we're on this planet that doesn't know how to love and connect. They don't. That you can see it by the drug statistics that drugs are caused by lack of connection. So you see the drug increase rising too. As the problems are getting worse and worse, you see a lot of these statistics like suicide, drugs going up. So, lack of connection. We're learning how to love. We're learning how to love unconditionally. That does not mean that you should be with someone that isn't for your highest good, because we're meant to love everyone unconditionally, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to have toxic people around me or bad relationships. I always say, if your relationship is not that fairy tale love, go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board. Don't settle for anything less. I've had a few relationships. This journey in the Matrix, I feel that I learned mostly through love too, that I get led around that way. There's no way I would be in the UK right now if it wasn't for love on some level. Like, I'm hard to motivate. So the universe uses love to lead me around to my lessons and my experiences in some type of way. So we've been evolving and growing and changing. And you know what? Every person you've ever been with has qualities your future partner will have. The person you're going to ultimately end up with, that it's really training through the people that we're going out with, and you can see such synchronicities and similarities when you get to that place. But we had to manifest this love that is going to uplift us in consciousness. If I'm in a relationship and it lifts my vibration, it's going to lift everyone's vibration around me. That is going to uplift all of consciousness, right? If someone is bringing down your vibration in your relationship, guess what? You're helping drag down humanity. Yes. Yes. So, that should be motivation to get rid of the toxic people, that you guys are light workers. So if you're around someone toxic, they're going to drag down all of humanity just by lowering your frequency. That's all it takes. So we need to kind of set the bar a little bit higher with our relationships around here. Set the bar. If you're not getting love given back, the narcissist never gave you love. They give you sex, gifts, manipulation. I'm not sure. They don't give you love. That's not love. Love is an energy you can feel. It's not empty words. It's an energy. It's, something you can really feel. Time to go back to the drawing board. All of these bad relationships have one thing in common. Any karmic relationship, that goes for the parents, the families, everyone else. It's to teach you to love yourself enough to have boundaries and respect for yourself enough to leave. These are our past lessons colliding with us in the now. Things that we need to clear and get past. Not things we should be hanging on with, trying to vibe and get along with. Like, we need to really clear them and move on. They're the things blocking us from the new work. The things we need to wrap up in 3D. The relationships around us that we made prior to when we were sleeping. Prior to our awakening. So, yeah, they only give you sex. Mind control. Experts at mind control. You want to talk about mind control? That is the narcissist. Dynamic entities that were sent to break down your programming. They're expert level at it. They will just come into your life. You'll invite them into every facet of it. They will have access to you and everyone around you, everything in your reality, like beyond belief, right? I feel that, like, again, I hope he's not listening. I was looking at some pictures of, like, his ex-wife, and then I'm getting these downloads on him. I really believe that demons can manifest into the human form. That they have a lot of shape-shifting technology around here. There's the reason why everyone believes in reptilians, because there is shape-shifting technology for sure. I really believe that they could manifest as our love interests, our friends, people around us, and we're in this holographic reality, and our vision's getting hijacked in a basic kind of way. So I really believe that a lot of those love bite narcissist relationships are something like that, negative entities sent to detour you on your spiritual path. I really believe that. If you look at these relationships, and then you look at, the narcissist checklist, the twin flame one looks exactly the same, too. If you hold up the narcissist twin flame one, it's, identical. But if you look at the tactics being used around here, I'm very serious about that. A lot of things are not what they seem around here. So these people are always real charismatic. I say that's a red flag. Really charismatic. They can change based on who they're talking to. They could be talking to you and talking about things you like, talking to your friend, right? They're master manipulators. They're kind of like shapeshifters. They're like chameleons, right? They could act completely different, yelling at you and being psycho around you, than being charming as fuck at work and everyone loves them. They are system busters. They're sent to destroy your reality systematically, right? They pretend to be the concerned lover. They play that role. When you see them freaking out and screaming, or whoever they're real, when their demonic self comes out, that's the real them underneath the mask. They can't hold that form. That we trigger them as healers. We're powerful. They are very jealous creatures of us. They're jealous of us on every level. So, they're not returning to source. They're not doing this human experience in the same regard. They're really jealous creatures. They basically just systematically system bust your reality. And I know that everyone experienced some type of timeline manipulation just like that. It might not have been the narcissistic partner. It could have been the friend, the family member, anyone that you met on your journey with those kind of traits, right? No empathy, no compassion, but they will act like they have tons of empathy and compassion around other people. They feel so bad for themselves, I say, right? They always play the victim, things like that. You think they have a lot of empathy when you meet them because they're playing the victim all the time. But that's not, that's something totally different we're learning, right? So, the good news is, all of these fake flame unions and narcissistic relationships will be coming to an end now. I have good news. The frequencies are going up on this planet, and the things that you could tolerate, you won't be able to tolerate anymore. They're just going to become more and more apparent when you're not in vibrational alignment with the people around you, and your soul is craving unity and oneness, and those are the things deterring your soul. So I have good news. It's okay that this is going to change things. The energetic dynamics happening at play are going to really change where people are at. I know a lot of people that went through that with their twin flame journey, right? As the frequencies went up, it started to do crazy things to our timeline. So we have good news. You guys are going to be able to see these things more apparently. How about if you're looking for a relationship to save you, to do your lessons, to solve your living situation, whatever your situation is, if you're trying to look for someone to come into your life to change your situation, it's always a red flag. You'll probably always get an entity. It's like us giving away our power. Anytime we play the victim and put out vibes for someone to save us, we always get the psychopath. I did it playing around, coming to the UK and in Cali, and you know, you're not going to get any different results, I assure you. Me and Marsha were trying these things out, right, Marsha? In an adept way. Come save us! Come save us, right? So, you're not going to get anything different, I assure you. Ever. Even awake. So, if you have had bad relationships and they all kind of resemble each other, a lot of people will look back and like, maybe your last 3 breakups, they look the same. If you look back at your past relationships and your love programming, we kind of got programmed a certain way. We're always trying to create this certain reality. A lot of times it will be different faces, same lessons. That means that you need to heal whatever you're putting out the vibes for and attracting a partner, like the people that get the narcissist back to back. More healing, putting out better vibes. How about instead of saying, I don't want the narcissist, because the universe just gives you the narcissist if you do that. I don't want this, you'll get it. We don't want to do that. So, we should put out the good vibes for what we do want in a partner. For me, spiritual connection is everything. I need someone awake. Put out vibes for an awake partner. Like I say, you guys should be drawing more and more awake people to you as you're doing this journey. See sex as the ultimate energy exchange. That you're going to take on whoever you're sleeping with karmic imprints as well, their energy. They're going to be able to access your life force energy, all of it, one shot. You know what I mean? So, see it as the ultimate energy exchange. When people are having sex in a physical 3D sense, it's going to be probably a lower vibration kind of sex. Sex is meant to be like meditative, like opening spiritual portholes for ascended masters with your love in that kind of regard. It's why people could see porn as a negative porthole. Yes, porn. Put it on in your living room. It will open up a negative porthole vortex type thing. So sex is very important. It opens up vortexes, portholes. It's up to you guys whether you're opening up lower dimensional ones for entities or high vibe ones for like ascended master kind of beings. So, we love that on TV they make sex real casual. Like, they'll show Taylor Swift, she's had like 700 relationships this year. Nothing new, I'm sure, right? I've been unplugged 3 years, I'm sure it's the same. So those are the people that kids are growing up idolizing. and they love to parade them out with like a new boyfriend every day. And they love to make sex look really casual, and any kind of TV programming is always showing baby mama drama and like breakups, the family being disintegrated, like Kim Kardashian kind of stuff. Anything to casualize sex and to break up the traditional masculine-feminine relationships around here too. They would love to destroy the family life in every regard. Because we're more powerful together. Always. They love to have everyone separate if they can. So, I think it's part of the Lightworker path that the second that we came on this planet, we were at least vibrating on indigo frequencies. So we would have been, you know, most of us purple aura and above or whatever. And we have a different kind of energy. And we were seeing the second we came on this planet that our aura, our energy fields look much different. There's a lot of technology being used to scan humanity, just like it is for healing galactically. It's being used on this planet too. We were seen in over-the-top ways. They always say light workers have harder paths. Wonder why? Most people don't deal with that kind of weird drama. I'm convinced. Not on such levels. So a lot of people have really bad love experiences, and then what they do is they make it worse, blocking themselves for love. These bad, negative experiences are to keep you from the person you're meant to be with on whatever level. So usually you're not the only one going through it. Whoever your partner is as well, wherever they are doing their lessons. Is to keep us separate. Because there's a great power in coming together with the one that you should be with. It really is. So, we have harder lessons. I believe that all of humanity has had a love bite in some situation. All of humanity. That no one's exempt from this. I just think that we might have had different experiences as light workers coming here. And they really mean it when they want to destroy you. Like I said, I was reading the self-help articles, and I wasn't awake yet. And I'm reading them about these kind of relationships and how this person will try to destroy you on every level when you leave them. And I was like, check, great. Good to see what I'm dealing with. But of course they give it lovely labels like narcissist and all these. This is a psychological disorder. This person was just damaged as a child, blah, blah, blah. Just systems in place to cover up what's really going on here. I have no idea what the music is. I know, this is the only music I can play that doesn't get flagged by Facebook and my video deleted. We're doing a lot of remodeling here, like crazy remodeling. Tony would die if she could see, so we're putting a lot of work in this house. It's like changing fast. I'm real excited. Doing some rearranging. I think he should paint the whole house. I think when he took a picture of the living room, at first off, I told him it looked yellow on his camera, but I think he needs to just paint the whole house while he's at it. Things I'm trying to talk him into. Throw some fresh paint on your house. Lift the vibe, brighten the place up. I'm excited. So, time to let go. Time to let go of anything that you experience, because I assure you, you put humanity through hell too, being asleep, going through this cycle with no idea who you were, coming here as a teacher, and then getting slammed into amnesia and back in with the third dimensional population. It was really crazy to experience. So, you know, we have to experience that collective pain this life so that we can remember who we are and what we've been through. It's only a small portion of this cycle, whatever we have this life. I assure you, I know it can feel like we did like 20 lives in one as light workers with all the experiences we crammed into one life because we needed to finish this cycle, so we had to do a lot more lessons. But I'm telling you, we just went through like 75,000 years of lives since we came to this planet. And that was just a small fraction of how awful that cycle was. Like, people think about a lot of these past places is really gorgeous, and there were some, but I'm telling you, there were a lot of dark places with a lot of fear and a lot of oppression and just a lot of like fear of what's out there in the world and fear of everything and the government. And so it's only a small selection of what we experience this cycle, I assure you. So the people playing the victim don't realize they were narcissistic in their past lives, or they had done the same thing. We don't get these lessons by random. So, there's a lot of dynamics. This is meant to empower us, though. It's not for people to play the victim about it. It's so that you wake up and you realize that if you had entities targeting you, like especially in your relationship, that you're powerful as a healer, that you have a different type of energy, a different type of vibration. You're meant to kind of come back to who you are through that. It's meant to teach you about energy. If you're getting drained by your partner, it's supposed to teach you about energy fast, auras, energy, right? That we're on electromagnetic frequencies and that our energy is important. And if you get your life force energy drained, you get sick and could die potentially, and that you need it to live and to create. So it's supposed to teach us about energy fast. It's supposed to wake us up to the fact that we're healers, we're empaths. A lot of those people that are crying about their empath relationship would have no idea they were empaths if they hadn't gone through that and gone to Google and started to research. Right? What is going on with my relationship? Is this person a narcissist? So it's kind of like, you know, just this phase of awakening too. So, yes, these are entities that want to destroy us. Be careful who you let into your reality. It doesn't matter if it's friends, like I said, families, lovers. Be careful. You have your own version of the universe within you. More self-respect. Go back to the drawing board if your relationship sucks. Seriously. It'll be the best thing that you ever could do. You gotta let go of the old, though, to do that. That's the problem, right? So more letting go of bad relationships, more self-worth, more seeing your energy as a currency. You only have a certain amount every day. It's needed for that consciousness grid in your own life. If you get put on a low frequency, you're going to get shut off your Wi-Fi, kicked off the grid. Kicked off the grid. You're not going to be sent the energy that you need to be, you know, creating your reality and doing this mission. We have a lot of energy that's being distributed through these grids globally. So we need to be high vibe to access more energy. Any negativity will throw us off as channels. If you're thinking these entities, the narcissists, will make you think about them constantly, right? Then you're feeding them all your energy. You're always thinking about the psychopath. So be careful what you're feeding your energy to, too. We don't want to feed our opposition our energy. So the empaths that are putting up with the narcissists are helping the dark. Yes, they're taking your energy and using it to destroy you and humanity. So more letting go, more being careful about who you're letting into your reality. That's the problem. The more I put myself out there on video, the more of a chance I have that I'm going to probably get like attacked publicly, or people can see me more, right? The more I put myself out there. So we learn how to hide. And that's part of the problem around here, though. We learn we're safer. If I wasn't on feed or doing this stuff, no one would know who I was, and I would be more protected and safe and hidden. So we learn how to protect ourselves in that regard by not speaking and by staying hidden, and we really need to snap out of that, because when we speak, that's how we connect. It's how we find each other. So we kind of got to come out of this quarantine, always hiding in our houses kind of thing, and come back to unity in whatever regard to do this. In whatever regard. More speaking. We always think, yeah, then people won't like us. They'll know who we are, right? More talking, more truth is really, really powerful. We're putting out vibrations with whatever we're talking about, too. Like they say, words are magic. I'm learning how to make my own magic. Fuck the spell books, right? See, I watch all these movies and they're like, they have all these ancient spell books from their ancestors. Okay, fuck the spell books. Our words are magic. Whatever we're talking about, we're going to speak into existence. So I've always used my feeds to put my manifestations out there, and then it makes it happen really over the top. It's the same with my husband does music, and it was like the night before he met me, he channeled this song and wrote it. And I could tell that he was putting out frequencies by making this music, and it clearly brought me to him on some level, because we were putting out similar vibrations. So it's really important that you're very conscious of whatever vibrations you're putting out, whatever thoughts you're putting out, whatever words you're putting out. We don't realize that words are magic. They are creating spells around here. If you say it so, it will be. You can speak things into existence. So your voice is powerful. It's more powerful than your thoughts. We know that sound frequencies are way more powerful. More speaking your truth is what's going to liberate this whole planet. All your bad experiences, perfect. Those were your experiences that were going to lead you into your role as a teacher to help other people. So we had to get people past that playing the victim and making that experience their strength. In whatever level, I'm very, very knowledgeable with relationships from all the love experiences I had. And I needed that because it's part of my mission. It's part of who I am, right? So we need this on some level. They are lessons to teach us about love, relationships, people, entities, all sorts of spiritual things. This is like a spiritual boot camp. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to take a break and do a real video. Stay high vibe. Be careful with the things you're speaking about. Only talk about things you want to happen. There's a lot of negative garbage happening all around us. We're seeing humanity purge out an entire cycle, one shot. Even the sleeping people. They might not be aware of what's going on. So with retrograde, I say it can make people grumpy, irritable, tired. I don't really feel like doing my video. You get the idea. So we have a lot going on in one place. Lots of lessons. We have lots of negative stuff too I could focus on. But it's very important that you're only focused on the good things happening around you, the things you like, the things you're grateful for, because the universe will send you more good things. If we're focused on the negative, we'll get more things we don't like. So stay really focused with your mind, your thoughts, your mouth, your words on what you want around here. And I'm going to let you go. Love and light.